Welcome to United States of Plates, presented by Pepsi. I'm Chef Donny, and they're sending me across America to find the best restaurants. What better way to start than here in my own backyard in Chicago? Let's eat. In a city built on neighborhood joints and big flavors, there's one sandwich that runs deeper than deep dish, the Italian beef. And no spot in Chicago wears that crown quite like Mr. Beef. Since 1979, this River North stand has been slicing, dipping, and stacking its way into a local legend, and even Hollywood fame. Today, I'm stepping behind the counter with Chris Zucchero, the son of the man who started it all, to see what keeps this place at the top of the Chicago beef game. And like any great story in the city, it starts with family.
My father bought this place in 1979. He put a lot of hard work and time into this joint. I've spent most of my life in this restaurant. I've kept it the same. I really haven't changed much. I've just been doing the same, because that's all I've ever done is the same thing for the last 40-something years. You know, Italian beef is the root food here in Chicago. It's a tribal thing. People have a lot of conviction behind who they're, and a lot of passion behind who they love and who they go to and who they're loyal to. My dad built a community here, strangely, and I realized that now after he died. I realized how many people showed up to that guy's funeral and how many people did need him, sometimes more than I needed him. And my dad built a community of that. There were a lot of these guys who dedicated their lives to this place. Some of us have been here for 36 years plus. We're all bound by this. We're bound by beef. You know, we're bound by beef and gravy. We have a lot of fun here. That's the thing. Like, you know, sure, the work's like anything. It's work. It sucks no matter what you do, but, you know, we have a lot of fun here. I've been very lucky, man. I've been incredibly lucky to stand on this block, and I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of everything we've done. I'm proud of all my friends. Chris Store, all of them. I'm very lucky.
Good, man.
This is Big Head Fred.
Donny.
Donny, Chef Donny,
Nice
Jack,
to meet
and
you.
Jack, all right? Big Head Fred's been here since I was a little kid. So every day, my man, we start off cooking in top butts here. I was just raised to use top butts. It's unique. A lot of beef stands use them, the small amount that are around, but I'm one of the few that do. And every morning we cook about, what do we cook, like 12 to 13, 14 butts a day.
Wow.
Yeah. So we start off with like a naked cook, which we'll cook them for about like an hour and a half, like dry without any water. And then if we need to make gravies, we'll go ahead, we'll add our spices, our water, and we'll cook for the other half hour, so it's like a 4-hour process. Separate the gravies, we'll let them sit out, and then we put them in the cooler overnight.
Got it. Okay, so you did them the day before,
Yes.
so this is yesterday's, and then
Yes,
you're going in.
well, yeah, this will be
is
today, and then we'll use this tomorrow,
Great,
most likely.
cool. Right
So
on.
then we move our ass over here. This is what it looks like,
Oh, wow,
pretty
okay.
much, you know, sitting here.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
so that'll sit here. So also simultaneously in the morning, as we're cooking, somebody's slicing over here. John, say hi.
How's it going, John?
John,
Donny,
this is
nice
Chef
to meet
Don.
you.
John's been here since I was like 4 years old. So John's got a top butt. We'll trim it, all right? We'll get all the fat off of it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll use this right here. We'll use the trimmings. This is for our barbecue beef sandwich. And we'll add that with other cut beef. Mix that all up for something separate. But that's pretty much the process right here. And
Got it.
This is monotonous. You need to, I mean, you've cooked in kitchens and stuff like that. So this is a long process.
Yep.
This is another process that takes 4 or 5 hours of just cutting. And we
Right.
usually do about 12 to 13 pans of these a day.
And how thin are you going on these? Are you going as thin as possible?
My father had 2 specific lengths that he was, always a stickler about, that he wanted. He was a mother about, but he's a stickler about. So it is relatively thin, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah,
You
we're pretty
some
thin
places
here.
are a little thicker, some places
Yep.
are a little thinner. Ours is just, it's always been this length.
Right.
So, and there's no rhyme or reason
And has
for
the
it.
recipe changed as you kept everything the same since the beginning?
Yes, since the beginning, since 1979. So everything's been the same. We haven't really changed anything. We do everything the same. I've not changed anything other than the hours.
How much busier now since being on like the TV show?
Oh, it's a whole
is it just-
incredible
is it
thing.
the
Yeah,
same?
it's something I think I'd be lying to you if I said no, everything's the same.
Right,
it's
right.
completely
I mean, that's awesome though. So how many sandwiches are you doing? Like, what do
you know
pump out
what?
a day?
That's funny. You're the 1900th person to ask me that this week.
You have no idea?
And now I want to know. Now I'm actually going to take.
You don't have any record?
I have no record of it. Hold on, Jay, come here, Jay, come here real quick. This is Jason. He runs the joint when I'm gone.
Jason? Donny, nice to meet you.
Chef Donny. And they want to know how many sandwiches we do a day. I don't know, man. It's hard to gauge that. It's hard to calibrate that.
Like between like 5 and 800.
800, 900. Some Saturdays, I know we've done over 1,200. We've done.
Do you ever sell out, or you always have enough? Like,
Yeah, we've sold out. Oh,
So,
yeah. We do that. We try not to. I try my best to. And another thing I do is this. Like, as you know, I live also in another state part-time.
Right.
So when they're here, they shut the door at 4 o'clock on everybody.
Yep.
When I'm here, I keep it open. So just because, like, one night I was here right after that show got super huge, and I was cleaning the restaurant up. I was here. His family comes in. They had like 2 days in Chicago, and they just needed to be here because of the TV show and all that. And I just stayed open. I was like, all right, I hate turning customers away. So that night, I ended up staying here till like 1 in the morning and feeding I think it was like 16 or 17 people. So when I'm here, I just keep the door open and we're all here cleaning and stuff. So I let it roll, and that's why I couldn't give you an exact amount.
Right. Well, that's the Minnesota in you has worn off now.
Yes, it has. 13 years. Yes,
it's hard to say no.
It's hard to say no.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, should we go make a sandwich?
Sure. Come on,
check it
Donny.
out.
Come on, gents. Come on. Beautiful. So this is your standard setup for an Italian beef stand.
Sure.
You know, you should have a steam table like this.
Yep.
We have a couple things going on here. We have our Italian beef, our gravies, our beef up here, our sausage. Any quintessential traditional Italian beef stand has pretty much 4 items on that menu. It's Italian beef, it's an Italian sausage sandwich, but I get mine from a great guy over on the north side, Joseph's Deli on Addison. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Mike's got to make the sandwich. And then we have barbecue beef, which is a unique thing. A lot of beef stands don't do this anymore. They just throw barbecue sauce on that.
Okay.
But we still make ours kind of old school, which is,
it
has the same consistency of like a sloppy Joe or a pulled pork sandwich, but you know, it's the beef. It's the actual Italian beef we use. And we have a meatballs.
You gotta have meatballs.
Which is something we had when I was a little kid. We had meatballs here, and then my father took them away, and then this gentleman right here
brought them back.
Yeah, Big Dick Mike brought them back here. So, all right.
And then jar you make in house too?
Yeah, jar we make in the house too. Jardinere we make in the house, and that's another staple. That's something you need. There's like a whole lexicon or vernacular. There's a whole thing for ordering Italian beef. There's wet, there's dipped, there's juicy, there's extra juicy, there's dry, hot, sweet. Yep. So this is your standard beef. What we would do is this. If somebody just asked for beef, I'd make this, I dip the ends real quick, put hot and sweet peppers on it, wrap it, and give it to them. It's like your standard beef.
Okay.
Now, if somebody wants it dry, I would do this. I would just do this.
No dip.
No dip, put it on and put the peppers on and wrap it. What do you need, cuz? Sweet, baby. Do you want it dipped? Yeah. All right. So now we gotta dip it. So we do that.
Dip each side.
Dip your sides like that. And then some guys, and they wanted sweet peppers, which is just a standard boiled green pepper. That's it. Nothing
crazy.
Yeah, nothing crazy, nothing. And then that's pretty much it. And that's your, that's a standard order here every day. Classic, just sweet. Then you get, somebody wants a combination sandwich, which is beef and sausage on the same piece of bread. These are like, people that order combos are people that grew up in beef stands. These are people that know what they're doing.
That's that's what you
It's like an essential thing. Yeah,
especially,
To me, that was always the big beef before all these other guys were like, yeah, I get the big beef and big beef this and big beef that. It was always a combo, which is sausage and beef on the same piece of bread, man. And that comes the same way, dude. Hot peppers, sweet peppers, juicy, not juicy, dry, dipped, extra juicy. I'll make an extra juicy combo. And then, we stir that up, because on the top, that's a lot of grease, stuff like that. But that's your extra juicy combo, man.
How do you like it? Is this
Me
something
now,
how you eat it?
No. Now that I've gotten older, man, I've always eaten my beef stand. I've never been like my beef sandwich is the best. There's enough guys out there doing that. My thing is this. There's only like 12 beef stands left in the city, if that. I think there's even less than that. To me, we're lucky to all still be here after places like Portillo's and other joints or like Walmart where they just whatever. So we're all lucky to be here. So to me, I don't eat at a lot of beef stands, but I go to like Luke's on Jackson is one of my favorite beef sandwiches, or my own sandwich, or Skachels. Beef sweet, easy dip. That's how I eat my sandwich
sweet,
now.
easy, okay.
Beef sweet, easy dip. Before, it used to be hot. I used to eat a lot of hot cheese on there, stuff like that. Now I'm beef sweet, easy dip, because I'm getting old and I just...
Growing up here, was it every day? Were you in the restaurant every day? I'm assuming,
Pretty much.
As a kid?
When I was a kid, from as early as like 3 or 4 years old, my old man was bringing me down here on Saturdays in the summer, stuff like that. If I was in trouble, I was down here. And, you know, most of my high school, I would ditch school and come down here and work. My whole life was spent down here.
Wow. All right, what do we got?
We have the barbecue beef, my friend, like I said, which is something that's unique. Most beef stands don't do this anymore, man. We've got the Italian beef, the standard, hot and sweet peppers, and I got you a combination sandwich, hot and sweet peppers.
You're the man.
Donny,
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
I love all of you. Thank you.
All right.
So 612.
There you go. He's got it right there. All right, we're gonna dive into this. The place is so classic. We still got the Pepsi in the styrofoam cup. I gotta start with the barbecue here. This I haven't seen. I didn't even know this was a thing. Oh yeah, it's sloppy. Wow. Can we get a shot of that? Look at that. Sesame seed bun. I'm just going in. All right, this we gotta come back for. That's incredible. Didn't even know it was on the menu. All right. Combo. This is what Chris said is the classic. You know what you're doing. You get the combo. Hot. So this has a sausage in it. Look at that. Sausage, beef is going everywhere. Peppers. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Right amount of kick, right amount of gravy. Incredible beef right here. Incredible. The combo is definitely the way to go. Get one more bite. I think hot beef deserves a little Pepsi. Wash it right down. Shout out to the boys in the back. These guys are working hard since 7 a.m. to bring you beef. There's lines around the corner here. Mr. Beef is the spot. If you're in Chicago, be sure to check it out. This is United States of Plates, guys. Let us know what city you want to see us go to next. Let me know what restaurant you want me to check out. I'm getting a little spice there. We'll see you next time. Cheers.